On Monday night in Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Expo Center for the Chili Bowl, Ricky Thornton Jr. provided an update on what his schedule will look like, given the fact that he is indeed competing in the Chili Bowl out there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but will also be competing in the opening races for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at Golden Isles Speedway in Georgia, which begin later this week. Before we get to what he had to say here, Thornton did indeed compete last night in the Chili Bowl on Tuesday night. He got into a little bit of a bouncing competition here with some of the other drivers in Heat 2, or Heat 3 of night 2, with a fantastic race between him and Buddy Kofoid for the win. Let's take a look at this here. Ricky Thornton Jr. is in this white 19 AME car. Buddy Kofoid is in the silver number 71 car right behind him in this picture. Let's take a look at this right here.
Driving away. Bottom opens up for a wheeling Ricky Thornton Jr., who's bringing Buddy Kofoid and Matt Williamson with him until Williamson's upside down.
Contact with Buddy and just ran up over his tire and looped him upside down. Wow, duel here in Heat 3.
That's a big defensive move by Ricky, but he's leaving himself open. Now Buddy going to try to circle the outside of him. Final set of corners, final time for the Heat race win. One off the pace, and it cost Thornton Jr.
Oh my, did he get second? He did. Cross the line or art.
So there you go. You can hear Logan TV saying that Ricky Thornton Jr. did indeed finish in second, was able to hold off Ashton Torgerson. What they didn't show was the absolute fantastic battle between Ashton Torgerson, Ricky Thornton Jr., and Buddy Kofoid. Torgerson did an excellent job of basically blocking both lanes on the very narrow track there, but Ricky Thornton Jr. was finally able to make that top lane work, was able to get around him. Buddy Kofoid quickly followed. He had one of the fastest cars there that night as expected, and was obviously working the outside there of Ricky Thornton Jr., and they were going to drag race to the checkers there, and then that lap car literally just stopped in the middle there. Looked like it might stop in front of Buddy, but then went to the bottom and then blocked Ricky, and Ricky got up over his right rear wheel and or tire, and then decided to go for a little bit of a bounce there. As far as how he performed the rest of the night, that second place in the heat there, Heat 3, made it that he started in the B feature 2. He was able to finish in fourth. You can see here he did lose 3 spots, so he faded a little bit towards the end, but was able to pass Zach Dom back for fourth and get that fourth place position. That made him start in basically dead last, right? He started 24th in the A feature, but was able to get to 12th, moved up 12 positions. The only other driver who moved up more than him was Buddy Kofoid, who finished in third after moving up 15 spots. He had some issues in his qualifier where he got right reared into the wall and up into the fence, but crazily was able to repair it and everything and get back out there. So that's what happened with Ricky Thornton Jr. out there in Tulsa. He got a 12th place finish. I'm not exactly sure where that will put him on Saturday. He obviously did not qualify for the A main. Only the top 2 qualify for that. My guess is he's probably in a C or D main around there. I think if you finish towards the end, you're in an E. So probably more like a C, I would expect. So he's going to have to race his way into the A feature if he is going to make that. But let's listen to what he had to say here about where he will choose on Saturday, whether it would be Golden Isles or the Chili Bowl.
And then after that, we'll fly to Georgia and do some late model racing, and who knows, maybe hopefully be able to come back Saturday.
How will that work? Is there a chance at all that you can do it?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, looking at weather, it's kind of favoring Chili Bowl. They pushed back our race days a couple days, and it actually shows a big chance of rain Saturday, Sunday there now. So as long as it makes sense to come back, and that happens, and it does rain out, we'll definitely come back. But if it don't make sense to come back, then we won't.
You did.
So that is what Ricky Thornton Jr. had to say. If we do look at the weather here over on AccuWeather, for Waynesville, Georgia, which is where Golden Isles Speedway is located, you can see that 98% chance of rain on Saturday. Heavy rain and a thunderstorm is what it's saying, mild with periods of rain. And then Sunday it says A little morning rain, cloudy, 73% chance of rain there. So it doesn't look like that forecast has really changed since Monday, given the fact that it's Wednesday now and it's still showing rain for both days. And as Ricky pointed out, they did indeed adjust the schedule for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. They just kind of put out a new press release earlier today about what the schedule will look like for each day. And you can see here it says the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by Flow Racing will kick off the 2025 season with the Super Bowl of racing at Golden Isles Speedway in Waynesville, Georgia. The event is scheduled for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, January 17 to 19, with an open practice on Thursday, January 16th. So it looks like Ricky Thornton might fly down to Georgia for the race on Friday, but then quickly go back to Tulsa and compete in the Chili Bowl on Saturday, given the fact that it looks like it is going to be raining in Georgia at Golden Isles Speedway on both Saturday and Sunday. So looks like weather is already going to be a big factor here with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series to kick off the season. But we will still get to see Ricky Thornton compete in the Chili Bowl despite that. And the Chili Bowl isn't going to be the only event that Ricky Thornton Jr. competes in outside of late models. He also provided some details that he will be racing in around 30 non-late model races this year. Let's continue listening here.
Check off the box, though, the Lucas Oil Championship box. So you lined up a Silver Crown ride. You got all this. You're probably going to get a sprint car ride at some point. What is there an itch and a drive to do even more of these open wheel cars now?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of asphalt stuff. Like I got to run one of David Ward's asphalt midgets earlier last year, and I had a blast with that. And really, just growing up, my mom isn't a big fan of open wheel stuff, so I never did it. And now I want to make sure if I do it, it's the right opportunity. I got obviously being a safe race car, but I have really good equipment too. So I don't know. We're hoping to do a couple wing races. It's pretty cool to be teamed up with Team AZ and run the Silver Crown car at Terre Haute. Hopefully, weather and all that plays in our favor, and we can do that and have a great time. And I don't know, just overall, we'll run a lot of late model races, but I'd say we'll probably run another 30 races outside of late model. So we'll just kind of wait and see how the year goes.
Cool, go get them.
Thank you.
So there you go. That is the latest from Ricky Thornton Jr. It's likely that he is going to be competing in the Chili Bowl rather than at Golden Isles Speedway, given the fact that it looks like the Super Bowl of dirt racing is going to get rained out on Saturday and Sunday, and he's going to be competing in around 30 non-late model events this year. Obviously, will still be chasing one of the national tours. Not sure which one it will be. Still hasn't announced which one that will be. Likely he will make a decision after Speed Weeks, whether that will be the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series or the World of Outlaws. We do also know that he will be competing with the Hunt the Front Series at their first event of the year during the Florida Georgia Speed Weeks out there at down there at Nevermore Speedway in Georgia. So that's your latest on Ricky Thornton Jr. Just wanted to provide you guys an update on that. Let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.